Today's topic is quotient topology and quotient space. Earlier I have discussed quotient topology and today I will continue the topic and I will also discuss quotient space. First we shall prove a theorem which states that let xt, yv and zw be topological spaces. Let f from x to y be a continuous onto map such that V be the quotient topology on Y. That is, topology on Y is the quotient topology. Then a mapping G from Y to Z is continuous if and only if composition GOF is continuous. Let us prove this theorem. Since F is a mapping from X to Y, G is a mapping from Y to Z, so their composition GOF is a mapping from X to Z. Let GOF be continuous. Then we have to show that G is continuous. To show that G is continuous, we shall show that inverse image of any open set in Z is open in Y. So let G be any open set in Z. And since GOF is continuous and G is open in Z, so inverse image of G under GOF is open in X. Since GOF is continuous, so inverse image of any open set, that is G, is open in X. But GOF whole inverse of G is equal to F inverse G inverse of G. So this is continuous in X. Since G is open in Z, so inverse image of G under G is a subset of Y, and inverse image of this subset of Y is open in X, and the topology on Y is quotient topology. So G inverse G is open in Y, and so we have shown that inverse image of any open set in Z is open in Y. Hence G is continuous. Conversely, let G be continuous, and it is given that F is continuous, and we also know that composition of any two continuous maps is also continuous. So composition GOF is continuous. Now we have a definition of quotient space. Let X be a topological space and let X star be a partition of X. What do you mean by partition of a non-empty set X? X star is a partition of X, means it is a collection of non-empty subsets of X such that union of members of X star is equal to X and members of X star are mutually disjoint. So X star be given as a partition of X. Let pi be a mapping from X to X star, and this mapping be surjective that carries each point of X to the element of X star containing it. Since X star is a partition of X, so each member of X belongs to some member of X star, and pi maps to that member of any member of X to the member of X star where it belongs. Then the space X star with quotient topology is called the quotient space of X. To make this definition more clear, I will discuss an example. Let T be a topology on the set X given by set A, B, C, D, and topology is phi doubleton AB, singleton B, doubleton BC, and X. And let X star be a partition of X given by doubleton AB, singleton C, singleton D. Pi be a mapping from X to X star, and this be the quotient map defined as pi of A is equal to doubleton AB. Since A belongs to this member of the partition X star, so pi of A is equal to AB. pi of B is equal to AB because B belongs to this member of X star. Pi of C is equal to singleton C because C belongs to singleton C, and similarly pi of D is equal to singleton D. Then find the quotient topology on X star. We find the inverse image of subsets of X star. Pi inverse of AB is equal to doubleton AB. This is open in the topology T, so AB belongs to the quotient topology. And similarly, we find pi inverse of singleton C, that is equal to singleton C. This is not open in X, so singleton C doesn't belong to the quotient topology. And similarly, we find inverse image of all the subsets of X star. Then here we find that pi inverse of doubleton AB, singleton C, singleton D, this is equal to ABCD, and this is equal to X, and this is open in X, and so this collection that is equal to X star, this belongs to the quotient topology. So here we find that only singleton AB and this X star and phi always belongs to this quotient topology. So quotient topology is given by the collection phi, singleton AB, doubleton AB and X star. Now I am giving you two problems as a homework. Let T be the topology on X given by ABCD, and topology is given the same as I have discussed in the example. And suppose X star is singleton A, singleton B, doubleton CD, this be a partition of X. Then define the quotient map and also find the quotient topology on X star. And the next problem is, let P be a mapping from the set R of real numbers to the set A, where A set is given by A, B, C, and the topology on R is the usual topology, and P is defined as P of X is equal to A if X is a positive real number, P of X is equal to B if X is a negative real number, and P of X is equal to C if X is equal to 0. That is P of 0 is equal to C. Then find the quotient topology on A. Now I will discuss fundamental theorem of equivalence relations. By fundamental theorem of equivalence relations, we know that each partition of a non-empty set X induces an equivalence relation on X, and each equivalence relation gives a partition of X. If X star is a partition of X, then the equivalence relation R induced by partition X star is a subset of X cross X, consisting of all pairs X phi such that X and Y belong to the same member of X star. That is, R is equal to union of Cartesian product A cross A belongs to the X star. To make it more clear, now consider partition X star containing doubleton AB, singleton C, singleton D of X, ABCD. This is a partition, X star is a partition of X. Then how we can find relation R? R is obtained by taking Cartesian product of members of X star. Suppose if we take AB cross AB, then we get ordered pair AB, AB, AA, AB, BA and BB. And if we take C cross C, singleton C cross singleton C, then we have ordered pair CC, and D cross D gives us ordered pair DD. So we get this collection, and this is, we can check this is an equivalence relation on X. So if we have a partition, then that partition induces an equivalence relation obtained by this. And if R is an equivalence relation on X, then we shall show that there exists a partition of X. So first we'll discuss equivalence class. Then equivalence class of any element X and X is defined as, and actually this is denoted by bracket X, and this is given by the set consisting of all those y's in X such that X, Y are related. X comma Y belongs to relation R. Clearly, any equivalence class is non-empty. Equivalence class of X is a non-empty subset of X. Why? Because X always belongs to the equivalence class of X. Since relation is an equivalence relation, so X is always related to X, so equivalence class of X always contains X, and so this class, equivalence class of X, is always a non-empty subset of X. We can easily show that any two equivalence classes are either disjoint or identical. Suppose if we take two equivalence classes, equivalence class of X and equivalence class of Y, and suppose they are not disjoint, then there exists some Z in the intersection. Since Z belongs to equivalence class of X, so X, Z are related, and since Z belongs to equivalence class of Y, so Z comma Y are also related. Z comma Y belongs to R, and since R is a transitive relation, so X comma Y belongs to relation R. And if X and Y are related, then any element related to X is also related to Y, and any element related to Y is also related to X. And so we can find equivalence class of X is equal to equivalence class of Y. So if any two equivalence classes are not disjoint, then they are identical. And we also note that X can be written as union of equivalence class of X, X belongs to X. Since equivalence class of X always contains X, so their union is equal to X. And if we take disjoint equivalence classes of X, disjoint classes, equivalence classes, then we can find that their union is equal to X, and they are also mutually disjoint, and so we can get a partition of X. Hence, any equivalence relation R on X partitions X into equivalence classes, and that collection of equivalence classes is denoted by X by R. In the next lecture, I will discuss the quotient topology on X by R, and so we can have quotient space of the form X by R. Thank you.